so good to be back here in South Carolina, home of the Gamecocks.
The iron Keyshawn soars in from the weak side, however, and flushes that done.
There it is.
Driven hard. The Gamecocks will take the series against their rival.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Gamecock Insider. I'm your host, Brad Muller. Well, March Madness is here, and we've got a lot to catch up on the hardwood. Also, plenty of baseball to talk about as the Gamecocks open SEC play on the road this weekend. Let's turn to the Prisma Health injury report. Miles Studi from the men's basketball team was a little bit banged up with a hip injury in Thursday's SEC tournament win against Arkansas. It's day-to-day, but hopefully nothing that will affect him long-term. That's the injury report, brought to you by Prisma Health. Well, March Madness is indeed here with the NCAA tournament selection shows happening Sunday night. Going to be an exciting time for both South Carolina programs. For Coach Dawn Staley and the women's team, they recently completed their second straight undefeated regular season, won their 8th SEC regular season title, and then went to Greenville and won their 8th SEC tournament title in the last 10 years. Let's check out the highlights from those 3 games.
Getting it set for a good one, about 30 minutes away from tip-off between the Aggies and the Gamecocks.
Powell on the push. Bree Hall, excellent shooter. She hits the 3. Johnson.
The way we got here is everybody in this room doing their thing. Whole season doesn't mean it's just going to happen for you, because it ain't going to happen for you. It just doesn't magically happen for you. It is togetherness. Things went our way at a certain time, so we need to get it together. Seriously.
The party has already started. First semifinal in the SEC tournament, Tennessee and South Carolina. At the buzzer, Tessa Johnson, okay, welcome to your first SEC tournament. Cardoso for 3. A miracle for the Gamecocks! No bigger shot for Camila Cardoso!
I'm super happy that we are in the locker room with smiling faces and in a position to do what we came here to do. Pretty happy, but we got one more game to take care of. One more. Together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Together.
What's up, YouTube? We back with another banger, and today is Championship Sunday. Let's get this done. Get this shit. Let's carry it.
This is the SEC Women's Basketball Tournament Championship, a sold-out arena here in Greenville, South Carolina. To watch the top 2 teams in the SEC go head-to-head. It was a 6-point win for South Carolina the first time back in January, but none of that matters right now. Raven Johnson stepping into it. So comfortable.
Dawn Staley wanted Raven Johnson to be more aggressive.
Malaysia full Wiley at the top of the key.
Take the type of shot you want, not what they make you take.
Kicks up ahead to Raven. Uh-oh. Pow, pow.
Stop fouling. Trust your defense.
Ooh, Watkins got that block.
Eight is pretty great, and South Carolina has been fantastic at the SEC tournament. An 8th SEC tournament title in the last 10 seasons.
So the Gamecocks win their 8th SEC tournament championship in the last 10 seasons. Now they get ready for the NCAA tournament. When we come back, we're going to take a look at Carolina men's basketball. That's coming up after the break.
Gamecock Insider is brought to you by Prisma Health, the official healthcare provider of the Gamecocks.
And by Liberty Tap Room. Liberty Tap Room is the home for the Columbia Craft Call-In Show with Gamecock men's and women's basketball. Meet us at Liberty at 6 p.m. on Thursdays during the season for Carolina Calls. Liberty Tap Room and Grill, Cocky's favorite place to eat in the Vista.
Hey Gamecock fans, I'm Coach Lamont Paris. The best teams are the ones that are always willing to do more. More in the weight room, more in the classroom, more for each other. And it's important for our team doctors to have the same mindset. With access to more locations, more specially trained experts, and more personalized care, Prisma Health is doing even more to care for our team and our fans. Prisma Health, official healthcare system and team physicians for the Gamecocks.
And it's another big night for the Gamecocks here in Colonial Life Arena.
Throughout my life, my friends and my family have supported me through the championships and the challenges. That's why it's so important for me to lift people up, to help them overcome the obstacles in their way. Colonial Life benefits keep you prepared for life's unexpected moments, empowering people to achieve goals they thought weren't possible. That's what really matters. Colonial Life, keep unexpecting.
Good morning, America. Today, thousands of our teammates will make and deliver over 300 of the world's best brands and flavors, locally, in towns large and small. From the heartland to the coast, our products are moving and our trucks are rolling. We share a passion and a purpose. We love to refresh and serve our communities. We are Coca-Cola Consolidated, your local bottler.
Farm Bureau Insurance wants to give you a VIP experience this baseball season. Visit usccontest.com and register for your chance to be Cocky's Game Day guest. Winners will get a special invitation to a game, an autographed baseball and ball cap, 2 premium tickets, a trip to the radio booth, and more. Visit usccontest.com to register today. Cocky's Game Day guest is brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, here for all your auto, home, and life insurance needs.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Gamecock Insider. What a year for South Carolina men's basketball. The Gamecocks were picked to finish dead last in the SEC preseason poll, but they finished the regular season tied for second, and Coach Lamont Paris was named SEC Coach of the Year. The Gamecocks closed out the regular season with an exciting road win at Mississippi State, and that broke the school record as the Gamecocks earned their 25th win of the regular season. Let's check out the highlights from that big win.
I can't tell you how proud I am of this group. It's really almost impossible, so I won't try. But I'll tell you what you have done, just as reminders, and you'll probably get all these messages and everybody will tell you anyway. Okay? You've won the most games in the regular season than anybody that ever put that uniform. Anybody. That's real. That's what I said earlier. In 2070. Somebody's going to be talking about what you guys did. They're going to be talking about what you guys did. Who you are as competitors, who you are as teammates, and who you are as basketball players. An incredible team. You've done a great thing. Okay, you should be proud of yourself, okay?
I'm living again. I'm living again. I'm living again. I'm living
Big win for the Gamecocks on the road to close out the regular season. Time for our Terminex Pest Player of the Week. We go back to women's basketball. Freshman Malaysia Fulwiley scored a career-high 24 points in the SEC Tournament Championship game against LSU to help the Gamecocks defeat the Tigers for their 8th tournament title in the last 10 years. She was named the SEC Tournament MVP. Good enough for the SEC? Good enough for us. Freshman Malaysia Fulwiley is our Terminex Pest Player of the Week. Stay tuned. We got a lot more coming up here on Gamecock Insider. We'll be back in just a moment.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota. Imagine all the slopes you'll conquer.
Sick.
Imagine all the sights you'll see.
Wow.
Whoa! Okay, how about you imagine dropping me off?
Right now, get 2.99% APR for 36 months on a new 2024 Toyota RAV4. That's just 2.99% APR on the Toyota RAV4.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
What does farm to table mean to you? Fresher, tastier food? Sitting down with family and friends at local restaurants? Sure, but thanks to South Carolina farmers and chefs, you can enjoy farm to table anywhere. That's because when you buy certified SC, you're supporting South Carolina farmers and getting locally grown food that's perfect for whatever table. So choose local, choose fresh. It's a matter of taste.
I was perfectly happy where I was. I just coached one of the biggest games of my life. Then, just 3 days later, I was moving to South Carolina. That was unexpected. But that's how life works. Colonial Life's benefits keep you prepared for life's unexpected moments, empowering people to achieve their goals and keep moving forward. Colonial Life, keep unexpecting.
Farm Bureau Insurance wants to give you a VIP experience this baseball season. Visit usccontest.com and register for your chance to be Cocky's Game Day guest. Winners will get a special invitation to a game, an autographed baseball and ball cap, 2 premium tickets, a trip to the radio booth, and more. Visit usccontest.com to register today. Cocky's Game Day guest is brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, here for all your auto, home, and life insurance needs.
Good hard work has earned Aaliyah Francis the title of Colonial Life Academic Athlete of the Week. A member of the track and field team, Aaliyah is a retailing major with a 3.86 grade point average. This week's academic athlete is brought to you by Colonial Life. Colonial Life, the benefits of good hard work.
73-71 to Camilla. Three-pointer for the win. Bang! Gamecock win! Camilla Cardoso, a three-pointer at the buzzer. And the Gamecocks storm the floor. Camilla Cardoso wins it.
That was our Sandsbury Eye Center. Did you see that play as senior center Camilla Cardoso hit the game-winning three-pointer at the buzzer to beat Tennessee in the SEC tournament semifinal? First career three-pointer for Cardoso, only her second ever attempt as well. Gamecock baseball looking to build some momentum heading into Southeastern Conference play, and boy did they do that last weekend, sweeping Longwood in 3 games, outscoring them 42-8. Gamecocks feeling good heading into SEC play. Let's check out some of the highlights from the preseason.
Well, we're excited to start SEC play, go on the road to a really good Ole Miss team. Everybody in our league is good now, so every weekend's going to be a challenge.
Messina, who calls ball game. A no-hitter over the Gamecock pitching staff.
A 2-4 for Dylan Brewer. And it's gone into the bullpen. 6 shutout innings for Eli Jones. 7 strikeouts for Chris Beach. A 6-4-3 double play flipped by Lee Ellis.
Tippett has hit a solo shot in the park.
Hey, Gamecock fans. I'm Coach Dawn Staley. The best teams are the ones that are always willing to do more. More in the weight room, more in the classroom, more for each other. And it's important for our team doctors to have the same mindset, with access to more locations, more specially trained experts, and more personalized care. Prisma Health is doing even more to care for our team and our fans. Prisma Health, official healthcare system and team physicians for the Gamecocks.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota. Imagine all the slopes you'll conquer.
Sick.
Imagine all the sights you'll see.
Wow.
Whoa. Okay, how about you imagine dropping me off?
Right now, get 2.99% APR for 36 months on a new 2024 Toyota RAV4. That's just 2.99% APR on the Toyota RAV4.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Hey Gamecock fans, I'm here to ask you for your support of the Garnet Trust, the official NIL partner of Gamecock Athletics. NIL opportunities are an important part of the student-athlete experience at the University of South Carolina and across the country. Join us as we continue to compete at the highest level of college basketball. Visit garnettrust.com today to join the growing community of members ensuring our athletes are set for their future.
Good morning, America. Today, thousands of our teammates will make and deliver over 300 of the world's best brands and flavors, locally, in towns large and small. From the heartland to the coast, our products are moving and our trucks are rolling. We share a passion and a purpose. We love to refresh and serve our communities. We are Coca-Cola Consolidated, your local bottler.
And we welcome you back into Gamecock Insider. I'm Brad Muller. Well, Gamecock football recently held its Pro Timing Day as several Gamecocks hope to impress scouts for a future career in the NFL ahead of this spring's draft. Let's hear from the head coach, Shane Beamer, about what he saw from his guys.
Welcome back into our Pro Day coverage here on the Cocktail Hour. Jay and Bill with you. Happy to be joined by the head coach of the Gamecocks, Shane Beamer. 4 of these now, and we were talking with Clayton about that. Does it feel like it sometimes?
At times, yeah. It's I always enjoy this because you see, one, you got guys that come back. Javon Gwynn's out here today supporting guys, so you see guys that come back around to support the guys. Nate Atkins is out here today, so when you see the older guys, and then you see guys like Spencer out there throwing that you've known since he was in high school, it certainly puts it in perspective and does make it feel like 4 when you think about it from that standpoint.
We were just talking to Dowell a little bit ago, and you've hired Mike Furry. These are guys that have so much NFL experience. Certainly from a day-to-day standpoint, that matters, but all these young men want that opportunity. How much of a difference does that make to you as a head coach from a standpoint of knowing that you've got guys on staff that can really help these guys achieve in ways that not every coach can because of their experience?
Yeah, no, it's huge because they do know what it takes. They've sat in draft meetings. They've evaluated players at that position coming out of college to see if they're worthy of being on an NFL team. So it certainly is a added bonus. There's no doubt about it. Helps in recruiting, I think. It helps with our guys when they're here or when they get here. But really, for me, it's not like I go into trying to hire somebody saying, all right, I want NFL experience or I don't. It really just kind of happened that way.
Right.
The best fit for the guy or the job at that particular time. And we've got a lot of guys on our staff with NFL experience, whether it's playing in it like Travian Robertson and Mike Furry, or coaching in it like Dal Loggins and Sterling Lucas and Torian Gray. It's a good mix of guys that have been at that level in different capacities, and just happened to work out for us that those guys also happen to be the right guys at the time for the job.
What is the head coach role here? Because these are your guys. You love them. You've coached them, but at the same time, you're trying to focus. Spring practice starts next week. You've got other obligations, recruiting, and just everything else that goes along with being a head football coach. So how do you view your role with the NFL Draft Combine? We're trying to get your guys ready for today, and just being a father figure, a mentor to them, as well as just trying to get them ready.
Yeah, no, great question. There's so much that being a head coach is outside of just coaching, and whether it's recruiting, fundraising, you name it. So in regards to these guys specifically, it's not a whole lot that I do for them other than just being there to, support them and help them. And we've had NFL teams that have been coming in since, I guess, last Friday to meet with players like Spencer and Leggett individually and have some individual meetings with them, take them to dinner, whatnot. And so being willing to visit with those NFL teams when they come through, or if somebody calls me and wants to talk about one of the guys. And that's the biggest thing I can help our guys with, is just, I tell our players, like, I'm not going to lie to an NFL team for you. and because I have a reputation and a relationship with these guys as well, and I don't want to violate that trust. But when you've got guys like Spencer and Xavier and Marcellus Dial, Nick Gargiulo, I mean, there's to carry on. I mean, there's so many great young men that are out here working out today that anything I can do to help them, I will. And that's what I tell them is any team that you need me to call, whether it be helping you to get into an all-star game or calling an NFL team on your behalf. If it's a guy that's maybe flying under the radar, just needs an opportunity, I want to help them in any way and care about all these guys deeply and want to see them have the success that they deserve.
Dowell was telling Bill and me about Xavier Legette, and Bill was right in saying we saw this guy's body type there, and you were around some guys in the past, Ellington and Pharaoh Cooper. We've seen what Debo is doing. He had that build, but it just wasn't getting unlocked. And Dowell made mention of a few names. Yeah, I know what he can do. Who's that? Take us through more from your perspective of what you maybe wanted Dowell to do to get those kind of things out of Xavier and what led to such a huge season for him last year.
Yeah. I go back, it was August of 2022, and we had some NFL people out at practice during preseason camp, and one of them's here today, one of the personnel guys, and Xavier made a catch in the end zone in like a red zone drill, and I remember that NFL representative turning to me and saying, who in the bleep is that? Because you saw the size and you saw the speed and you saw the athleticism. So he always had it in him. And then obviously we lost some pretty good receivers off the 22 team, and Josh Van and Jalen Brooks and those guys. So there was an opportunity for Zay to really take hold of this thing in 2023, which is what he did. So give him credit. And then from Dowell's standpoint, we've got this big-bodied receiver that can run and is physical and can make competitive catches. Let's figure out how we can continue to find ways to get the ball in this guy's hands, like you always want to do. But so much of that is a credit to Xavier, just going back to the North Carolina game in game one and some of the competitive plays he made over there on the sideline, 50-50 balls where he went up and got it. And I think for all of us, we had seen it in practice, but I think for all of us, that game and some of the plays he made was even more of a, oh, wow, moment. This guy can be something pretty special this season.
More yards in that game, Shane, as you know, than he had in the entire previous season.
Yeah.
You knew it was there, right? You knew it was there. Was it more about getting him to believe it was there, or just, something in between?
I think it was a little bit of everything. I think it was certainly confidence for him that he got an opportunity. And he was always in the wide receiver rotation. You go back to the Vanderbilt game in 2021 where he caught the game-winning touchdown pass. So he was always in the rotation. He was probably our best special teams player every year that I've been here as the head coach, covering kicks or returning them. But all of a sudden, you went from being in the rotation with 4 or 5 guys to like you're the guy at the receiver position going into the season, along with really Amarian Brown and him were the two leading guys coming back, I guess, at wide receiver. So it was getting an opportunity, getting more playing time, the work ethic that he put into getting ready for the season over the spring and summer, everything that he did as well. And then I think it's just, I don't want to speak for him. He made the unbelievable catch in the bowl game against Notre Dame 2 years ago for the touchdown over in the end zone in the corner, where that was like an oh my gosh moment as well. And I think it really just kind of took off, and he said, this is my last shot, and I got 1 year to really make this thing work. And he went to work, and Spencer and him grew together and had a great confidence with one another, and you saw the results.
Take being a football coach out of it. Talk a human. We know you love relationships. You're as genuine as anybody that comes with your players. Your appreciation for what Spencer Rattler's done here, and your excitement just seeing the young man, what he's gone through his entire career to be on the cusp of what was his goal going to the NFL. Just as a human being, your excitement to see this for him.
Super excited. Think the world of him. He's an awesome young man. You guys know him. What you see is what you get with him. He ain't changed since the day that he got here. He's the same guy. Teammates respect him. 2-time captain. Great family. His dad's out here today. He's just, the thing that I can say is he's matured, but he's the same guy that I met when he was a senior in high school and I was coaching in Oklahoma, and he came on a recruiting visit. He's very appreciative, very grateful. To see, I saw him yesterday for the first time since, I guess, the end of the regular season, and being able to catch up and whatnot, just super excited for him. He's had a unique journey. Hasn't been on exactly the road or the path that he thought it was going to be, but I think in the end, he's right where he needs to be, and he's set up for a lot of success going forward. And I think that the way that he handled himself over this past season with some of the, injury issues we had on the offensive line, if anything, it only helped him with the NFL teams because they saw how he handled that adversity, and he's played in the toughest conference in America and done well. So really excited for him as a player, but even more so just the kind of person he is and the way he treats people.
Let me educate you real quick. The lottery is not about getting rich. No, the lottery is about helping people, and it always has been. It was the lottery that helped raise the Great Wall of China. Lotteries maintain the roads of ancient Rome and helped to usher in Western civilization as we know it. The lottery forged a foundation in this country and then helped fund a revolution against tyranny that built on that foundation. And today, in South Carolina, the revolution continues. But we're not building walls or roads or bridges. We're investing in you. Every year, the South Carolina Education Lottery raises millions of dollars to help build an educated, well-equipped, and prepared people. And if you want to get in on the action, there's no better partner. After all, education is our middle name.
For over 40 years, Sound and Images has been South Carolina's corporate multimedia partner for live events. Sound and Images is also your resource for commercial audiovisual installations. Help your teams collaborate more efficiently with a custom-crafted AV solution from Sound and Images. Whether you want a single monitor upgrade or a turnkey AV system, we are dedicated to helping you incorporate easy-to-use technology into your space. And we offer the best-in-class support and service. Elevate your AV. Call Sound and Images today.
At Carolina, we know what it looks like to be the best. We've been there. We've got it at our ballpark, in the stands, and in the dugout with Prisma Health. Prisma Health helps keep our players at their best, and they're providing the same expert care to our fans across the state. With more locations, the best clinical technology, and a team of experts I trust, there's no one I'd rather have take care of our team and our state. Prisma Health, official healthcare system and team physicians for the Gamecocks.
Gamecock Insider is brought to you by Prisma Health, the official healthcare provider of the Gamecocks, and by Liberty Tap Room. Liberty Tap Room is the home for the Columbia Craft Call-In Show with Gamecock men's and women's basketball. Meet us at Liberty at 6 p.m. on Thursdays during the season for Carolina calls. Liberty Tap Room and Grill, Cocky's favorite place to eat in the Vista.
And it's time to go on the road with Toyota. Toyota, let's go places. Well, after 3 games at Ole Miss this weekend, South Carolina baseball will wrap up its 5-game road trip Tuesday in Greenville at Fluor Field as the Gamecocks will take on USC Upstate. Gamecock softball also hits the road Wednesday for a rivalry matchup at Clemson. That's going to do it for this week's edition of Gamecock Insider. We'll do it again next week. I'm Brad Muller. Thanks for watching, and go Gamecocks.
This has been an exclusive presentation from Learfield.